Warning! Maximum spoilers! Proceed with caution!
Hey guys!
Hey!
Welcome to our second video on Enu Adu channel. My name is George, this is Kiara.
Hey!
This is my first video, I'm here.
I'm very excited.
So, today we are going to be doing a Doctor Who tag. We made the questions ourselves, but probably many people have done this type of video before.
We're going to leave the questions that we created in the description bar, and as it's a tag video, we tag you guys to do it, so leave us a video response.
Okay, so without further ado, question one!
First episode! What was your first episode?
My first episode was The Girl in the Fireplace, the episode where the Doctor goes, lands on a spaceship with Rose and Mickey, and they end up going through time portals that the ship's robots have created. By the way, spoilers. And
Spoilers.
the spoiler alert. And the robots are after the brain of Madame de Pompadour. And the Doctor ends up falling in love with her. She ends up falling in love with him. Rose gets really jealous.
She was
really
actually
bitchy.
going to be in the whole series, but
Was she?
they cut her out because she didn't, because she was ill. The actress was ill.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my first episode. I remember going down to my front room on that day, and my parents were watching, and I was like, oh, you watch? Actually, I was really happy to, what's a Watson?
Really high pitch.
What's a Watson? And they go, oh, it's a Doctor Who, I think you might like it. I'm like, oh, sure, I'll watch that, and I've loved it ever since. It's a brilliant show.
My first episode was the Shakespeare Code, which is Martha's first time travelling episode, and they go back to Tudor times with Queen Elizabeth I, and they are attacked by two witches, and the Doctor they get his heart and kill him. And yeah,
Wrong.
They don't kill him obviously because he has two hearts, but yeah, that was my first episode.
Oh yeah, you forgot to mention they meet William Shakespeare.
Yeah, well, it's self-explanatory by the name.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
But I remember George actually telling me in school about how good Doctor Who was. I had no idea what it was. I remember watching at home thinking, what on earth is this? And I fell in love with it like instantaneously. And I went back and watched 9 and
First part 10.
Yeah, first part 10, and
Okay.
it's been like that ever since.
Yay.
Yay!
Number 2!
Number 2.
Number 2! Our favourite quotes. This is a very recent quote, actually. It was the last quote the Doctor ever did. It was when Matt Smith was regenerating into Peter Capaldi. Very, very sad. Very sad moment. And the Doctor's talking about... Well, he's just regenerated from the old man back into his young self to say to Clara, we all change, and always remember the people that used to be. And it's a really inspirational quote, and it's very, very heart-touching, and I just feel like it inspired me a bit, actually. A bit more than other quotes have in the past. Talked to me about a couple of days ago, I wouldn't have thought that, but I watched the episode the other day where Matt Smith regenerated, and it really got me thinking.
My favourite quote is quite. I actually found it quite difficult to decide what my favourite quote was. We actually spent ages looking at different ones, but in the end, sorry.
Very professional.
We were very professional. In the end, I chose All of Time and Space, which was what Matt Smith said to... I can't even remember who he said it to. I'm sure it was Amy. Yeah.
All of Time and Space, everything that happened and everywhere. Which one to start?
See, that was my favourite quote. I just think it was great. So.
Number 3!
Number 3.
Don't know if that heard me. Number 3! My favourite episode was A Nightmare in Silver. A very recent one. A very recent episode, actually. I think it's the second episode from the last series. The second episode from the end of the last series. And, Clara was babysits for a family. And the kids in the family have found out that she time travels with the Doctor. So they blackmail her, basically, into taking them to the future to this theme park, but it's been shut down. And the Doctor's like, oh no, where you happened? And basically the man who looks after the place is a bit weird, and he's got this stand that has a robot playing chess against you, and the chess robot is a Cyberman. And it turns out the Cyberman had this war with the humans ages ago, in this time. It's very distant in the future for us. And what happens is the Cybermen were defeated, but at a great cost. They had to destroy this planet, and lots of stuff happened. Watch the episode. We're not here for that. But I really liked about this episode is the acting from Matt Smith, because Matt Smith gets turned into like this kind of semi-Cyberman, and it's taken over his brain, and he has to act villain and hero at the same time in the same scene constantly. So he's like hair flicking, and
I whip my head back and forth.
And it's a really good piece of acting from Matt Smith, and it's probably the best I've seen in a while. Anyway, yeah, that's my favourite episode.
So my favourite episode is The Name of the Doctor, and I loved it purely because you get to see River Song again, and all of the moments between, because I ship them very hard. All of those moments, but also the way the Doctor is towards Clara. I also really like that in that scene, and the fact that you get to see Clara with all of the Doctors before Matt Smith as well. I actually really enjoyed that episode. So that's my favourite.
It was bad editing on their half.
A little bit bad.
She was in
editing.
HD and they weren't.
That was kind of obvious. That bit was a bit dodgy, but I liked the way that they went from the first Doctor all the way through.
Yeah, it was number 4.
We actually agreed upon this one on our favourite scene.
Our favourite scene. Our favourite scene is a very good. It's brilliant. I think many people will agree with this. It was the scene in Rings of Akatem where the Doctor basically confronts this fake god that these people have been worshipping for ages, and this god is consuming everything, and the Doctor is going to give himself up towards it, and it's such a beautiful.
It's just what he says.
It's a beautiful speech, and it's ruined by Clara
It's
afterwards.
not ruined by Clara. I disagree with that bit. She sacrificed her mother's leaf.
Fair enough. Yeah, but it could.
She more or less defeated it.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll retract that comment.
I disagree with you.
Okay. Number 5. Number 5. Our least favourite episodes. Do you want to go first this time?
My least favourite episode is... Alright, okay, people are probably going to hate me for this, but...
They will.
No, I don't particularly like any of the Rory and Amy episodes, and it's not because I don't like Rory and Amy. I love the characters, I just don't like the storylines. It's the same thing over and over again. Will they be together, and will Rory wait for her, which is going to be yes.
I get what you mean, yeah, because there was an episode where Amy's just trapped on this planet for like years.
Yeah. And he goes to get her, and it's the
okay.
same thing over and over again.
I don't 100% agree with her.
No, well.
Okay. My least favourite episode. I don't like this one at all. It was, I think this was one of those episodes where it took 2 weeks to come rather than a week, because this is why I hate it so much, because it took so long, and it was such a disappointment when it came out. It was Series 3, Episode 10, Midnight. It was an episode where the Doctor is taking a tour bus. The companion isn't even in this episode properly. She's just at the spa going, hey, what up? What up?
Hey, what up?
I'm chilling at the spa while he's on like a tour of the planet or something. Basically with these other actors, which are all very good actors. And what happens is they're going across this planet on a tour, which they can't allow to see for some reason, and they go across, and they have to take a different path because there's an avalanche just came on their path, so they have to take a different one. And apparently, no one can live on this planet on the outside of the planet because the sun's too toxic or something, so they'll burn alive. But this creature manages to get on the bus and inside a person, and it starts repeating everyone and trying to learn what they're saying, which I get. It's a really good idea, but not on a single bus with like a ton of bitchy people. It would have made sense if it was like in modern time, but like on a spaceship, which is quite big. But because it was a small space, I get why they were doing it, but it didn't work. In my mind, it didn't work. And I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. It's probably other people's, but not mine. Number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6. Favourite doctors.
Favourite doctors.
Okay. Everyone's gonna hate me for this because it's not the other ones they want. My favourite doctors are either Matt or David. I love them both. I think David's more my favourite actually. Now I think about it. David's probably my favourite.
It's probably because he was like our doctor.
Yeah, because it's our first doctor. You know, you gotta love your first doctor.
True, I agree.
You love your first doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really have much to say on that. David Tennant's my favourite doctor, and probably most of you out there as well. Listen.
I, on the other hand, don't specifically have a favourite doctor. I like all of them equally. They're all different aspects of the same person, so they're going to be different each time. But if I had to be pushed, I'd probably say David Tennant, maybe.
It's because
really close to Matt Smith, but
it's because we started in the current generation of Doctor Who, not the previous one. Number 7! Yay! Our favourite companions. This is a topic that everyone loves.
Yeah.
I think we agreed on this one
we
again.
Did. We actually did.
We like the current companion, Clara.
Oh, she's just great. I love her. I don't think she's really sassy.
She's not. She's very funny. She's not too bitchy. She doesn't love the Doctor. Well, she does. She fancies him, but she doesn't love him. Yeah, we just like Clara. I think
she's great.
She's a very intelligent woman, and her relationship with the TARDIS is brilliant.
It is great. The TARDIS does not like her.
TARDIS like, I don't know no bitch. I don't want no bitch with my man.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
think that is just great. She's brilliant.
I'm like, we'll try all of these. Number 8.
Number 8.
Our least favourite companions. You're gonna go first this time.
I'm sorry. I just don't like Martha. There's nothing I can do about it. I just don't like Martha.
Not a lot of people like Martha.
It's not her. Like, I think the acting's good. She's a good character, but I think it was purely because I was not over the fact that Rose was like ripped from the Doctor and he was hurting and yeah.
My least favourite companion is Rose. Please don't hurt me. But seriously, I didn't like Rose because she was a bit too clingy. She's everyone's gonna hate me.
He's wrong. He's so wrong.
She was just really
wrong. So wrong.
bitchy. Really bitchy.
Wrong.
I just didn't like her. It's nothing I can say. I just didn't like her. Okay, next.
Number
9. Number 9.
Okay, number 9.
Favorite villain / monsters. Yay! It's right there. It's gonna be there.
Okay, my favourite
monster
slash villain is the Slovene. I loved the episode. I just think it was great, and I don't know. I just think they're quite funny looking, and because they smell of farts, I think that's kind of funny.
You quite like them because they're on the Sarah Jane Adventures as well.
That as well, because Sarah Jane Adventures was amazing.
I love the Sarah Jane Adventures.
So, what's not to love?
My favourite villain / monster are the Silents. They are very. It's very clever. When they were villains, I loved them. They were very, very clever. I love the idea like something's coming up behind you. You look. You're like, oh shit, it's a villain, and I gotta run. Yeah, oh, okay, never mind. And then when they became allies with the Doctor as well in the most recent episode, the Christmas episode, that was quite clever as well. I love how the entire story kind of unfolds. Turns out the ones that went to get the Doctor, which they went to kill him, and you can't change history if you're a part of it. Take that as a lesson, kids. You return.
The scariest monster, in my opinion, has to be, but I can't say it.
The Vashnorada.
Can't say it. I tried. I just think that they were so creepy. Just the way that they kept repeating everything they said just as they died. Oh, that episode just freaked me out.
It's a very clever
It's
idea.
clever, but it's scary.
Everyone's afraid of the dark.
I still can't really watch it without freaking out with the bit where he comes up and like the screen opens and you see the skull and no.
Yeah, that's quite creepy.
Not nice.
Okay. The creepiest monster in my opinion, and it gave me nightmares. And I think it gave everybody nightmares, and it's the one that everyone agrees with. It's the Weeping Angels. When they first came, now I don't feel like they're so scary anymore because Stephen Moffat's kind of brought them down a bit.
Yeah,
but when they were first out, the first and second episodes they were in, they were really, really scary. That scene where Sally and the other guy,
Sally and the other bloke.
Sally and the other guy are at the computer watching the doctor talk to them. The scene where he goes, "I'll go to rewind it. What good will that do?" And they look at each other like, "You're not looking at the statue. Neither are you. Look up." And it's it's freaking
That
there.
was scary. I'd have to agree with you on that one.
No. It gave me nightmares. And I was a young kid as well when that was out. So
Yeah, that one scared me as well. But yeah.
And number 11.
Number 11.
11. Our least favourite monsters / villains / nurse cat people, because I don't like them. My least favourite are the cat nurses from David Tennant's first actual episode, not Christmas special. That was weird. I don't like them. I just thought it wasn't very imaginative, especially for a first episode with a doctor, which isn't a Christmas episode. I don't know. It's just I'd be scared of a nurse. I'd be scared of a cat person. A nurse cat person. I just want to go stroke it.
Just stroke it. Just go up and stroke her face.
It's like, we are engineering evil things that are like full of disease and will kill them everyone. Oh, you're so cute.
So cute.
But say it again. Say it again. Say it again. So you're going to take over the world once more.
My least favourite was actually from my first episode that I watched, which were the witches. I just thought they were a bit, not pointless, because obviously they're villains, but just, I didn't really like the whole idea of them trying to just attack you with words. Like, I get the idea. I think the idea of like attacking you with words was good. But it didn't do nothing for me. It didn't frighten me or anything.
Okay. Number 12.
Number 12.
12. The funniest moments.
Oh my god. There's so many to choose from.
It took us a while to think of
it.
It
actually did take us a while to pick the top ones and then whittle it down.
I love Craig, the character. Craig is a brilliant character, but there was one scene with the doctor in the elevator with Craig. It's absolutely brilliant. What it is, it's the doctor and Craig are trying to figure out where the Cybermen are entering the building. They're trying to enter the building. So they go into the elevator, go down or up, wherever they were going, to figure out where it was. But when they were going to the elevator, turns out the elevator was the portal. So it's like Craig doesn't notice. Like, hey, we're on to the lights. It's like, nothing. And it's like, Craig, I love you. I think we should take our relationship to the next level. He goes to kiss a doctor and it's like, oh my god, where are we?
That is brilliant. I love that one.
It's so clever. And the episode's really good as well. You should check it out if you haven't seen it, which you probably have.
Can I just say, 50th anniversary, the whole thing had amazingly funny moments in it, but my top favourite moment from that whole episode was the part where Matt Smith comes through the portal and he's talking to David Tennant and he turns around and he sees to Queen Elizabeth I and David Tennant explains that one of them is it Silurian?
Zygon.
Zygon. I keep saying Silurian all the time. Zygon. And Matt Smith goes, oh, I'm not judging you. I just think the whole scene was hilarious. Just the way that they reacted to each other throughout the whole episode was brilliant.
Yes, their relationship. The scene where it goes, here's my two associates, Sandshoes and Grandad. Grandad, they're not Sandshoes. Yes, they are. And number 13.
Number 13.
The saddest. I can't even say it.
I'm sorry, you'll cry face.
It's the saddest moments.
Saddest moments. Okay, my saddest moments, there was quite a few to choose from because they like to rip my heart out apparently. But it has to be David Tennant's I Don't Want to Go at the end when he's regenerating.
It was a very sad moment when the most recent Christmas episode came on and someone that we loved very dear left the Doctor Who cast. And we all feel very emotionally attached to that person. Not the person you think, I'm going to say. The saddest moment in Doctor Who for me, and this is actually serious, was a bit where Handels passed away. It's something that you didn't expect to be as sad as it was, but Matt Smith's acting in that scene, and the way he reminds him that, like, you need to patch the console for patch the phone for the console unit, and it's like, oh, he remembered.
Oh.
It's like when your dad remembers your birthday.
Does your dad forget your birthday a lot, or?
Doesn't everybody?
Oh.
Next.
14.
14.
14. 14.
Okay. Our favourite actors. Male actors. The ones that aren't actresses.
Favourite actor, besides the Doctors, has to be John Barrowman, because, oh god, John Barrowman's great. I just love John Barrowman. That's all. I can't say anything else.
Yay! Sorry. And, okay, my favourite actor. Well, I don't think many people appreciate him for how much
Oh,
he
I
actually
do.
brought.
I do. A little bit.
Not many people.
True.
The man who played the Master, John Sim, he played the insane role just brilliantly.
He did.
He's the
whole
insane
thing was
Master.
great.
People think of him as the Master now. Like people don't look. I look at him at least and think that's the Master.
Yeah.
That guy's the Master. It's quite sad how rumours are now saying that he won't be the Master in the next when Peter Capaldi comes. It's only a rumour.
I hope it's not true. I hope he does come back, because his acting's just really good.
He's apparently being replaced by someone from Game of Thrones. I'm going to do a bit of maths here. All the maths. Everyone loves maths, don't they?
No, just you.
3 times 5. 15. I'm going to say it properly now. 15.
15. Our last question. Final question. Ta-da!
Yay!
Favourite
Actress.
actresses.
The actor with a dress. Actress.
Yes. We agreed, actually, on this one.
Yeah,
Again.
the last one we actually agreed on.
Yes.
We either agree,
Or completely disagree.
like disagree incredibly.
Yeah.
But
There's no, like, in between.
I felt like this. Now I realise we said our favourite companion. Our favourite companion is
the
our
favourite
favourite actress.
Maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, Jenna Louise Coleman, the person who plays Clara.
I just think her acting's great. I think she makes Clara rather than Clara makes... Do you know?
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
what you mean. I've seen her in other things. She was in that Titanic series that was on ITV. Probably you Americans probably haven't seen that. But in that she played a what's it called, a maid to the lower class, like to the middle class.
Middle class, yeah.
And she fell in love with somebody on there, and it was very British. In this
Very
one,
British.
very British. In this, she's nothing like that character, which shows how well she's acting.
Yeah.
They're basically the same character, but she makes him so different. It's amazing, and she's just a great actress. Thank you guys so much for watching.
We were really nervous filming this video, but I hope it doesn't show too much.
Yeah, you probably did.
Probably did. I'm sorry, guys.
So, at the end of this video, we wanted to talk about what we're going to be doing soon.
We wanted to just let you guys know what sort of videos we're going to be doing, and we all decided that 4 of us are sort of going to bring different aspects of our sort of personalities and what we like to this channel. So
We're each going to put a video out soon explaining what we're going to do. Explain, I'll put a video out saying about what I'm going to do, she's going to put a video about what she's going to do. Simone, the one that was in the last video, will put out a video what she's going to do, and Rianne, the person who hasn't actually been on here
she'll pop
yet,
up soon.
yes, very soon, hopefully, probably not.
Rianne, we're waiting for you.
And we'll just all put up our own stuff and what we like. That's what we're going to do. With this video, this isn't a company thing, this isn't to make money, this is just so we can put our opinions out
Basically,
into the world.
yeah.
So you lot, our viewers, our lovelies, will like what we do. So
Yeah.
we'll see you guys in the next one. This is a serious notice. For every like you leave on this video, Handles will get a new spare part. #Handles2014.